Alright guys, I'm making y'all a video right now, and this is going to be about Christ's message in the stars, the gospel message in the stars. So, what we have here is a picture of Orion in the epic battle against the serpent in the sky, which you may have heard, and sorry if there's any weird images. I'm just trying to explain to you how God originally put his message in the stars, which is amazing. So you see right here that I just Googled Orion foot on serpent because Orion is the imposter, as we're going to find out. So the actual true meaning of Orion is actually Christ, not Orion. So you see the picture, and I'm going to go now to the first place where it mentions the creation of the stars. In Genesis 1:14 it says, "And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." Now, if we look up that word signs, it's oath. Oath. And if we look at that word seasons, it's mawed. So if we click on oath, we'll see that it has the same meaning as the word miracle in the New Testament. Sign, signal, distinguishing mark, banner, remembrance, miraculous sign, omen, warning, token, ensign, standard, miracle. So if we actually just typed in miracle, we would find that it reads the same way as that word oath does right there. So, a sign. The stars were set for signs and for seasons, the Bible says. We're not talking about astrology, we're talking about an exact message that God put there. So, we go to seasons. Oh, actually, so if I click on signs again, and if I scroll down, you'll see the different places where it's mentioned. For signs, set a mark upon Cain. And Cain went into the land of Nod, and that word Nod means wandering, and that's where we get our word planeo in the New Testament, which means to wonder, or E-R, erring, or like you do not knowing the truth is planeo. That's where we get our word planet. So Nod and are the same meaning. This is for a token, a sign. B for a token. This is for a token. Shall be a token. Shall be a token. This is all the different places where that same word sign, oath, is mentioned. If they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto the voice, shall do signs. So we see how that's been translated. All right, we'll click back here, and then we're going to go to seasons. So I click on seasons right here. It's going to show me what that word means. You can see that word's even been translated as synagogue or congregation. So an assembly, right? So just like there's assemblies of the stars, there's assemblies of wicked men, and there's assemblies of true believers. Appointed place, appointed time, meeting, appointed time, sacred season, appointed meeting, appointed place, appointed sign or signal. And we know that the body is the temple, and the body is the group or fellowship of believers, not a church. A church is a Roman Catholic mix-up from ancient times of the mystery schools of Babylon and therefore wickedness. And for signs, unto thee at this set time, at the time appointed, at the set time, ordinance in his season, time appointed, in the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the tabernacle of the congregation. Tabernacle of the congregation. So we see that signs are written not only um, it's written in the stars. So it's also the seasons implicate or insinuate, sorry, the actual gathering. It's a gathering of the stars. All right. So right here, here's the first constellation, which we see, which is the same as the picture I showed you, which is actually Christ and not Orion. It says, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman," and that even has to do with Virgo. Virgo is the Latin word for virgin, and Virga means branch. So Virgo is a virgin, Virga is a branch. And between thy seed and her seed, the seed of Christ versus the seed of Satan, the assembly of the wicked versus the assembly of the true believers. And thou shalt bruise his heel. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So Satan steps on Christ, and Christ bruises the heel. So in Revelations 12:17, we see the same concept repeated. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. We know that the testimony of Jesus Christ, it says in Revelation also, is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so we have the sign of Virgo, we have the sign of the serpent, the dragon, and we have the sign of Christ, all written in the stars. Amazing. In Amos 5:8, it says, "Seek him that maketh the seven stars in Orion, and turneth the shadow of death into the morning, and maketh the day dark with night, that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out on the face of the earth. Yahweh is his name." So the seven stars are actually the Pleiades. Sometimes people think that it might be the Great Bear, Ursa Major, but Pleiades is the seven stars. That you can see that from right here. If we look up, right here, we see here. I'll find it over here. One of these. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Orion, which make Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades in the chambers of the south. So if I open this up, we see that Kima is Pleiades. So we open this, and it says Pleiades, a constellation of seven stars. So when the Bible talks about the seven stars, it's talking about the Pleiades. And you can see from Hebrew Chaldee, it says, or Gesenius's book, Heber Cluster, especially of seven stars, since Pleiades are the seven stars. And I will give him the morning star, Jesus said. I, Jesus, have set mine angel to testify unto you these things in the gatherings. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. So right here it talks about the seven stars again, which is the Pleiades. And he had in his right hand seven stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. Revelations 1:20. The mystery of the seven stars which thou sawest in my right hand, in the seven golden candlesticks, which is the menorah, which is the seven stars, are the seven stars are the angels of the seven churches, and the seven lampstand menorah, which thou sawest, are the seven gatherings. I'm gonna have to make another video.